Hi everyone. Today I wanted to show you a feature that's in Canvas that allows you to actually copy both your Canvas course and your more imported assignments all at the same time. So a couple of things. If this is your first time that you've ever taught a class with MOER and this import into Canvas, you're going to want to talk to one of your MOER leads on campus just to try and get started with this. And they can give you a little bit more background on it. And then you can use this video to try and help once you've gotten connected to the correct content. So today what I'm going to be showing you is a template course that I'm going to then copy into a blank shell that I have into another course shell. So let's say something for the next semester. And then I'm also going to show you how to use an incognito window to be able to see more. For those of you who have had experience with using Canvas and more, you'll see that there's kind of a glitch that occurs if you're using them in the same browser. So one thing that I always do is I'll do a regular Google Chrome window for anything that'll have to do with Canvas. And then I do everything and more in an incognito window in Canvas. So I'll show you how to get those things set up and going in this tutorial. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to share my screen. So the first thing that you're going to see on screen is going to be the shell course that I'm going to be trying to copy my template into. Then after I've done so this will be the course that I'm going to move to. So let's say that I'm going from the fall to the spring, then this is what I'm going to be starting to place my information into. I'm also going to have my template course. So this right here is just a sandbox templated course. And you're going to see that the more assignments are actually already in this course. So they're embedded into the chapters already. So you'll see homework quizzes and homework. So these are all more assignments that are already in this course. I'm also going to open up an incognito window. So the way that I'm doing this is I'm using the little kebab on the right-hand side in my Google Chrome window. And I'm going to put that new incognito window. Now, if you want, you could just use two separate browsers. So you could have your browser for Chrome, and that could have Canvas in it. And then maybe you're using Firefox and you're going to put the more into Firefox. You're going to use that in that browser. And that's totally fine as well. All right, I'm going to get rid of my window. I'm going to stop sharing my video just so we take up more space of the actual content that you're going to have. All right, so I've got my Canvas showing right now. So that's where I'm going to start is with Canvas. And then I'll get into my incognito window and I'll log in and we'll show what that side's going to look like once we make the copy in Canvas. So that's where we're going to get started. All right, so I have my regular course in one tab. So this is the one that I want to go ahead and copy everything into. And I have the sandbox course from my MOER lead that's on campus. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is make a copy of this. So there's a couple different ways to do that. And depending on how big your window is, will depend on where that right side navigation is. So you'll see that it moves depending on that placement. So in my case, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the import existing content feature. So you can click here. You can also go to settings down here at the bottom on that left-hand navigation, and you'll get to settings, and then you can import course content. So either way. So now I'm going to go ahead and copy a Canvas course that I have, and I know that this one right here is a 206 course that I'm going to be copying, and this one is called the 206 Sandbox. So Sandbox. So you're going to see that I have that. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this from my MOER lead at this time. So I'm going to click on all content and I'm going to hit import. So now this is queued up and it's going to take a while because remember this already has that MOER import in it. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording at this time and I'll start it back up once the import has once this has stopped running. All right, so you're going to see on screen that it's completed. There is an issue and it'll say missing link found in imported content and it's on a page. So this will be something that has nothing to do with the Canvas import and the MOER import into Canvas. This just has everything to do with the actual a link that's in a page. So that'll be something you can fix outside of this. So I'm going to go ahead and click on home. And you're going to notice that it's copying over the whole course. So I'll need to change out the instructor name and like the emails and all the rest of that as I go through. But I've got pretty much the same course. So right now I'm in the one I just copied. Here's the sandbox. So if I'm looking at my sandbox, and you'll see it in the upper left-hand corner, so you're gonna see that those home pages are the same. The only difference is you'll see that that section number for the class that I'm looking at is different. All right, so I'm looking through the modules just to see to make sure everything copied over okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and click on one of the assignments. Now, the first time that I click on one of the assignments, it's gonna ask that I go ahead and type in my username and password for MOER. So if you don't have a username and password for MOER, this is why we suggest that you contact your MOER lead before getting started. You're gonna wanna create a copy on MOER for this. So you'll see it says your MLS is not yet associated with this course on MOER, right? The assignment associated with this link is located in a MOER course. You are not a teacher, right? To use this content, a copy of the assignments will be made for you automatically. So this is exactly what we want to see. This LMS course will be associated with the copy in MOER. So I want to create a copy in MOER. Now it does say that it'll take a few minutes for it to do this. So now you see, I can see the teacher preview of this entire assignment since it's been copied over. Now you might be thinking to yourself, okay, so what does it look like on the MOER side? Not a problem. So once you log into MOER, you're going to see your course normal like you do, just what MOER looks like in your dashboard. You're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you're going to notice that the section number will match up to the section number that you're working on. So it's a good idea to go ahead and take that name or to look, take down what that title is and that name. You can change the name, by the way, so you can change the name if you want to. You don't have to keep it like this. It's a choice. So if you like putting the semester and you like adding all the rest of that, you're more than welcome to do that. It's not necessary if you don't want to, but you can actually change this. So this is what this course actually looks like. So you might want to copy down the name of it just so you can find it. You can reorganize your more content. If you don't have that many, it's probably not that big of a deal, but you can reorganize it using the change course order feature in MOER. So I'm going to click on that MAT 187 section that I just created and made a copy of. So you're going to see each one of the assignments in here that I have. But what I'm really interested in is the course settings. And then I want to look at that LMS that I have here. So this is my LMS integration. This is that LTI that we use in order to be able to import the assignment over to Canvas. So the key that you see here, the secret that's here, I need that information because I'm going to be putting it into my Canvas course. I'm going to be putting that into my Canvas course. So I'm going to switch my share screen back to Canvas. I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to go to my app configuration. I'm going to go view app configuration. And then I'm going to scroll down until I see more. Then I'm going to hit edit. And then this is where I'm going to copy over the key, the LTI key, and the secret. And then the launch URL is just more.maricopa.edu. And you'll want to scroll down to the bottom and hit submit once you're done. So now the app's been successfully updated. In other words, now it's matching to the course copy that you've made. Now, the reason for doing that is because if you don't do that, occasionally you'll get duplicate students in that section. So I try to get that done before the semester starts and students start getting in here. So this is a good time to do it. I'm going to go back to modules now that that's selected. And you can just see by clicking on one of the homework assignments, you will be asked to go ahead and log in with your username and password again. I'm going to hit sign in. And we don't want to create a copy of a different course. Instead, what we want to do is associate the LMS with the existing course we have. So remember the MAT 187, and I'm using my whole section. So this is the one I want. I'm going to go ahead and hit create copy on MOER, which it's not going to create a new copy. It's just going to use the existing course, but that's the way the button looks. So this right here happens to be the exact same content. I haven't changed anything from my course. So now, no matter what I select on in my modules, I no longer have to sign in again. So that's the last time that I have to sign in again. And you'll see that I have access to all the assignments They're all going to be associated with the correct course. And I can even test that. You can use the student view. If you go to modules and you select one of the assignments, so you'll have to change your prerequisites in order to do that. But you can test it by using your test student, having them click in, and then you can look at your MOER course and you'll be able to see that test student as well. So if I remove the prerequisite on here, and then I use my test student feature, and I can click on the homework. I can hit start, and then I can just put in random things just to show that I'm submitting. So it's progress saved. So I can leave the student view. And one of the nice things is you can always double check this in MOER just to make sure everything's blinking. So I'm going to go to that MAT 187. I can even go to the grade book on that assignment, and you're going to notice the test student was able to get to that chapter 1. So once we've gotten that, you'll be able to see that your MOER assignments are completely imported with your Canvas assignments, which means that you're all set to go. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to myself. Remember, I am Dr. Kristen Pample. I'm at Glendale Community College.